Every time you take a bite of a sandwich, you set off a massive chain reaction that allows you to sprint, think, grow, and heal. But how exactly does a turkey on whole wheat turn into a physical human action? It's tempting to think that food just melts away in our stomachs and magically converts into a glowing aura energy. But the truth is, that is a biological myth. Before your lunch can do anything useful for you, it has to physically travel through your digestive tract, enter your bloodstream, and arrive at the boundary of a single microscopic cell. What arrives at that cellular door are massive, incredibly complex molecules. You have towering, tangled chains of carbohydrates, intricate, heavily folded proteins, and bulky, dense fats. So what exactly happens to these giant structures once they actually cross into the cell? Digestion operates as a precise logistics system, routing these massive chemical packages across the body to be delivered directly to the front doors of your individual cells. As soon as those massive chemical packages cross the membrane and enter the cell, an invisible, highly active world of chemical reactions begins. The cell deploys specialized microscopic machines called enzymes. These enzymes latch onto the large food molecules and physically sever their chemical bonds, chopping them into smaller and smaller pieces. Those towering chains of carbohydrates are snipped down into simple sugars, like glucose. The intricate proteins are dismantled into individual amino acids, and the bulky fats are broken apart into fatty acids. But why does the cell expend so much effort tearing these perfectly good molecules apart instead of just using them as they are? Because you are a human. You are not a carrot, and you are not a chicken. Your body cannot use a chicken's protein or a plant's starch to build human muscle. It has to break those foreign structures down into their universal atomic building blocks. A piece of chicken or a slice of bread is completely useless to us until it is reduced to those basic atomic puzzle pieces, which can then be used to build you. Once disassembled, these glowing building blocks hit a biochemical fork in the road, traveling down two distinct pathways. Down the first, small amino acids are stitched together into new configurations. The chicken protein is reassembled to form a human muscle fiber. This specific pathway is entirely dedicated to growth and repair. It is how your body physically builds new cellular structures and replaces worn-out tissues. Down the second pathway, other small pieces, particularly simple sugars like glucose, are pulled into specialized cellular power plants called mitochondria. Inside the mitochondria, these simple sugars are torn apart even further. The destruction of these final chemical bonds releases the trapped chemical energy. So how can the exact same meal help you grow taller while also giving you the energy to sprint down a field? It all depends on the routing. Whether a bite of food builds a bicep or powers a thought is entirely dictated by which chemical pathway the cell sends those atomic building blocks down. If we pull back from that single cell, we see that this microscopic factory process is happening simultaneously across millions of cells throughout your entire body. This flowchart illustrates how that cycle works. Large food molecules are broken down into smaller pieces, which then diverge. They are rearranged into new molecules or used to release energy. Looking at the Why It Matters column, we see the results. This continuous cycle allows our bodies to grow, repair worn-out cells, move, think, and keep internal conditions balanced. So when you see a teenager running a race or solving a math problem, you are watching the macro result of millions of invisible chemical reactions happening perfectly in sync. If you could shrink down and watch one chemical reaction inside a living cell, which part of the process would you most want to see?